I've been thinking a lot about my dad lately because he hasn't been feeling well. And I'm worried about him. And I'm trying to make this movie a movie about books. And my dad tells me a story about when he was a kid and it was really hot in the summer. He would get on his bike, ride to the library, and check out books about polar expeditions. He would read about men such as Sir Ernest Shackleton and his ship, the Endurance, which sank to the bottom of the sea in 1915 after being stuck in pack ice for months and months and months. After the Endurance sank, Shackleton and his men began a very long hike with their equipment, dogs, and lifeboats, looking for open water. And once they found open water, they sailed for Elephant Island and set up camp. And from there, Shackleton took 5 men with him to sail to South Georgia Island, landing on the west coast, and then hiked across the width of the island, climbing mountains and glaciers to arrive finally at the whaling station on the east coast, where he was able to summon help and save his men and bring them home. And I hope we can bring my dad home soon too, get him home from the hospital. And so I called our cousin Shirley up in Newfoundland to let her know about my dad and also to speak to her about her lifelong passion for reading and love of books.
So what are you doing? You're making a little film.
Yeah, I've been very worried about how, in America at least, some people just want to censor books and ban them and challenge books.
Oh my, what they're doing to Roald Dahl now.
Mm.
You know, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and James and the Giant Peach. They've taken out, I don't know about in the United States, but in Canada, they've started taking out passages that refer to somebody as being fat as a whale and stuff like that. Unreal. I expect any day they're going to censor the Bible because there's risque stories in the Bible.
Yeah, it's very, very odd.
They have to cut them all out.
So I was wondering if you might be able to tell me something about when you fell in love with books and what it was like growing up.
This is an old story now. Back in the mid-50s, this all happened. We lived pretty much off the land, fishing and hunting, and so we moved. We didn't move very far because our great-grandmother, didn't want to go very far. So we moved to Ramia, which was about the size of, 1,300, 1,400 people, maybe a little bit bigger than Rocky Harbor. But the thing for me was, I was an avid reader because my mother taught me how to read and my great uncle, and I had no books. But when I went to Ramia, they had a library. Oh my God, I thought I died and gone to heaven.
Was 1828 from Londonderry in Ireland. The dispatch set sail with 80 men, bound down for some foreign strand. But the wild North Atlantic took her well off course. In a raging storm it was said, she landed up on Wreck Cove Rock on the shore.